Hello, everybody. It's been a while, but I finally got around to doing the 2025 schedule. Well, not really that I got around to it, but I was just kind of waiting for a couple different Berks, Gap, a couple different places to release their schedule before I decided when I wanted to do our majors over the summer. That was the main thing I was really waiting for. But anyway, here we go. All right. So you can tell I've been bored recently. I made you a nice little graph here for our start dates. Last year, we already played our first round already. We played January 27th last year, and it was 50 degrees, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah, Twilight started in 2012. But for those that don't know, in the early days of Twilight, it was mainly just like a summer league. 2012, I was still in college at that point. So Twilight really didn't pick up until the summer. And back then, I don't even really have like historical. I mean, I have stats, but there's some stuff I just didn't keep back then. So I didn't keep track of dates we played until 2016. I didn't keep track of temperature at that point. So 2017 was the first year I kept track of temperature, but you can see like most years we do start in February. So out of this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this 9-year like sample size, we started in March in 3 of those. So 6 out of the 9 years, 67% of the time we start in February sometime. We do have this nice trend at least towards like global warming, which is great, that we have been starting like much earlier, and this is like the day of the year. So the 30th would be like January 30th when we start. So, yeah, we've been on a nice run here recently. January 27th, February 14th, February 12th. And, I mean, yeah, we had 2021 March, but even before that, February 16th. As you can see, like the temperature is generally like not great at that time. But as for this year, like once the snow melts, I think I have a slide at that. So hang on. I'll wait to talk about that. I think I do at least. Oh, and then here's another thing. Like, just because we start early, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a great spring. So I included, like, the time we played our 5th round. So you have some years, like, this one's pretty crazy, 2017, where we started February 19th, pretty early start. But we didn't play our 5th round until April 18th. Which means like we didn't, we probably got snow in like March at that point. So even if we do start in a few weeks, there's no guarantee it's going to be great. You guys know you can get a snowstorm in March here at any point. So you can see, this is more so closer to half. Like, so 3, 4, 5 out of the 9 times we had our 5th round in. Looks like mainly like the middle to end of March. And then a few years it took us until April. Yeah, I mean, these 2 years, March 17th was the latest start date we've had. I mean, that's super late. 73 degrees was our 5th round, which is crazy. So it must have just turned instantly into summer at that point. But as you can see, yeah, it kind of varies. I mean, here at Twilight, we don't really incentivize gambling at all. But our start date, I am setting the over-under at February 21st. So I'm juicing. I think we're going to be starting before the 21st. The long-range stuff is like kind of like decent, like not great, but decent enough to like get the snow melted and get lucky and give us like a 40-degree Saturday that we can get out there, or Sunday at that point. And then I'm setting March 21st for the 5th round date, but we don't condone gambling in Twilight. Yeah, so snow melting, as you guys know, I'm kind of looking for highs that are above 40. I mean, yeah, I kind of take into account the wind, the sun. The one round I always go back to, I wonder if it was... No, it couldn't have been that one. It might be this 2021, this 39-degree day. if it's the round I'm thinking of, it was at BMV. The greens were like frozen on the front nine, but this was 39 bright sunny skies with zero wind, and it felt unbelievable. So it's like, it kind of, I don't want to say like a certain temp, it kind of just like depends. I got to kind of combine some stuff. Like 50 degrees windy and overcast could feel colder than that 39 degree day. And now that I'm looking, like this 36 degree, we must have been just dying to play golf in 2021. Like we had to wait till March 7th and we played in 36 degrees. We must have just been jonesing to get out there at that point. But it is the type of year, like you're just ready to just get out of the house for a few hours, hang out with the guys, have a couple drinks. As you guys know, then pretty much until like April, I don't have anything like set. I'm not sending out like a March calendar. It's going to be me making a decision like Monday or the Monday, Tuesday before the weekend, where I look and I'm like, okay, I think it's decent enough. And then I have to kind of like take a guess, like, does Saturday look better than Sunday? So like that time of year, it really just, it depends. It depends on what the weather gives us. Nothing is set in stone until that point. All right, so that brings me to the schedule. So like I said, I'm starting it in April because this is when things I am officially setting. Okay, up until then I'm not. So April, I do have one event booked already. So when I was doing all the stuff with the county, I booked Hidden Valley for April 12th. So that's locked in. And you know, I know some of you like love this calendar because not only am I putting Twilight stuff on here, I'm putting like Schuylkill stuff. Like we obviously have like probably 10 plus Schuylkill members that play Twilight. I have all the Schuylkill County stuff in here because, man, probably half of you in the league playing county events. And then I started including the Berks stuff as well because, you know, a handful of us playing Berks events. So in April, we're going to go on the 5th and the 12th, and then we're not going to have one the rest of the month. Like if you're wondering why, like I'm going to Pinehurst, like right in here, so I'm not running a Twilight that weekend. And then I'm going to Conroy's bachelor party is right in here that I'm going to. So obviously, like quite a few league guys are playing in that as well. So that's why it's a little light in April. And you're going to notice, like, during the summer, it gets even, it's crazy with how busy the schedule is. May, so normal May, we're playing the day before our one gap match. This is our challenge match, and it's Mother's Day, so we never play that weekend. 17th, that'll be just like a regular event. And then going to stick with doing the doubleheader. We still seem to get like 24 guys for that every year. It's 2 rounds. We've been doing that on Sunday, you know, getting pizza in between rounds. That's been going great. So going to stick with that at BMV and Pine Meadows. And then that leads us into the Invitational. Okay, so the Invitational is always the weekend after Memorial Day. All right, so we got the 31st here. It's weird, like, for it to actually be, like, in May, you know, because it's the first weekend in June. But with June 1st being a Sunday, it's there on May 31st. All right, so that's May. And by the way, like, I don't know if you just want to, like, screenshot these. I don't know if you're watching on your phone or on your computer, or put them in your calendar that you're doing it. I mean, I'll eventually have the schedule out, but for now, it's just on this, like, PowerPoint presentation. I guess I can share it. I might share the link. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put the link in the email to this, like, Google slide presentation that you guys can have it. All right, so June's, like, kind of busy here in the beginning, right? So we have the Invitational. Then we have the Stroke Play is the immediate week after the Invitational. That's at White Birch this year. And then the following Friday, Saturday is the Berks Am. Okay, so that's like Berks' Stroke Play. And then, like, those of you who are members at Schuylkill, like Andy's changing to junior senior setup. He wants to get a lot of us involved in that this year. So that's on the 15th. Hang on, I got to let Luna in. Okay, so then first major of the year, I'm going to put on the 21st, okay, June 21st. I think that's a pretty good weekend. I don't think there's a lot going on there that I know of. That might be like Frosty's, like 3-day. Yeah, I think it's Frosty's, but that doesn't really affect us at all. So I plan on doing Rich Maiden first. The only way I wouldn't is if like there's a conflict at one of the courses. So like I guess I was like, I could maybe have to go to the 22nd if like Willow or Rich Maiden isn't available. But, until I officially make the schedule or until I officially call the courses, like it's obviously like pencil it in at that time. This is Schuylkill member guest weekend right here, like the 27th to the 29th. So I still run a Twilight because really not that many guys playing the Schuylkill member guest. Okay, so July is kind of crazy. There's a lot going on here. We're only having one Twilight in July, and it's going to be the 4th of July weekend on July 5th. The reason why is because the next weekend is the Berks Partners. Okay, so a lot of us play in that. And also we have like the Senior Invitational is this Monday, Tuesday. For those of you playing in the match play, the 19th and 20th, you have to qualify on either the 8th, the 11th, or the 13th. Like one of those 3 days you have to qualify. So, hey, there's a lot going on. Like that match play qualifier is the second day of the Senior Invitational. The third match play qualifier is the same day as the Berks Partners. So I should have took this out. This is just like one that I have in there myself. I thought I deleted all of those out, but quite a few of us playing that Scranton event, which is awesome, by the way. If you have a handicap, you can play in that, or at least a gin handicap at a gap course. But anyway, then we're going into the Sullivan. We're playing in the Sullivan again this year because West Shores is over Schuylkill's Club Championship. So yeah, there's a lot of events there. Just one regular Twilight in July. That's it. August, we got a little bit more going on now. So the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd is going to be the Open. I have it set for the 2nd now, but once again, if something coincides where Willow Hollow or Rich Maiden can't do it, I'll move it to the 3rd. You'll know sometime in the spring. Then it's Schuylkill's Club Championship. This is also Cuffey's BCI. I think he told me it was the 10th. I think he does it on a Sunday. Which that's, BCI, you're talking about 10 plus Twilight guys playing that, plus the club championships. That weekend's dead. Then we do have just a couple to end the year. I should have put last Twilight on this one, but the 16th and the 30th, like this is Labor Day weekend, so that would just be at the moment I have that planning on the last one. And then we have the Hidden Birch. We moved that up. So for those of you who played in the Hidden Birch last weekend, you'll remember it was Labor Day weekend. We wanted to kind of get it away from Labor Day, so we moved it up a week. So that'll be the 23rd and 24th this year, and then we'll just have a Twilight on Labor Day weekend to have like as our last of the year. I think this is Valleys, which we have a couple guys that play in, like the 14th I think to the 17th, or the 15th to the 17th is Valleys 3-day. But then the Hidden Birch it was a great event last year. I mean, I'm being biased because that's a big part of it. But I recommend you guys, if you're interested to get in a team, it's a Better Ball Partners event. It's flighted. Everything's all cash. It's a good time. So that's August. And then the Ryder Cup, I have this booked already with Hidden Valley. So we will have a week off, right? So from this Labor Day, Saturday, we don't play the week before, because that's when we do the draft. Because I need a time to get stuff ready for the Ryder Cup. So the plan will be, once again, I think we've been doing that draft like the Saturday. What would that be then? 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah. So we'll do the draft on the 6th, and then the following Saturday will be the Ryder Cup at Hidden Valley. And like I said, I already got that booked. Starting at 11 o'clock tee times. Hidden worked great last year, which is driving a couple miles down the road to Hidden Valley. So that worked awesome. But yeah, that's the schedule. Like I said, I'll have a link posted on the if you made it this far, you're still listening to me. I'll have a link posted on the email. But I think I got everything. If I did miss something, let me know. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. And then hopefully within the next, couple weeks maybe, that you'll be getting an email from me that we're going to be trying to play like Rich Valley. I don't know, whoever lives down that way. I don't know how your snow is doing. We're a little snow cover here, but we're getting there. It's melting. So, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. So long, guys. Have a good night. And I'll talk to you guys later.